His wife's murder isn't his fault. The cough syrup made him do it. Seems like pretty immediately after the two got married, Matt changed. He got jealous and possessive out of nowhere. But instead of getting out, instead of being able to leave this relationship and start over in something that would have been better for her, that night she was murdered. It's just about 1 a.m. when a frantic call comes into 911. The man on the other line is pretty hysterical, and he's telling the operator that he needs first responders to get there now because he doesn't believe his wife is breathing. In this moment, he straight up tells the operator, quote, "I think I did it." As the call goes on, he explains to the operator that he had taken medicine and that he had likely taken more medicine that he should have because he had trouble sleeping at night. And he took the medicine because he knew that this particular medicine, quote, made you feel good. So naturally, she was rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately, she was not able to be saved and she was pronounced dead, with her autopsy later determining that she had 123 cuts and stab wounds. So other officers had taken Matt to the police station because they want to talk to him, obviously. And when they questioned him, he seemed completely unemotional to the investigators who were talking to him. So what they're trying to do now is see if he seemed under the influence at all while they're talking to him, because they could tell that's what his claim was going to be. And they didn't think he was. They said he seemed totally lucid and even seemed to understand his Miranda rights. After being interviewed, Matt was taken to the hospital to have some blood drawn so that they could test his blood. And then just around 6 a.m., he was arrested and charged with his wife's murder, taken into custody, and he was held without bail. Though the idea of Matt taking cough medicine and this causing him to kill his wife seemed incredibly far-fetched, many of the people who talked about this case said that it didn't mean that it was impossible, because it was possible for certain drugs to get into your system and react in a way that would make you do things that you wouldn't normally do. But it ended up not mattering in this case, because though it took several weeks for the toxicology report to come back, once it did, they found that Matt did not have enough quercetin in his blood at the time that the murder was committed for him to be at a toxic level that would have made him hallucinate anyway. And if that wasn't bad enough, they also had the fact that Matt had been Googling quercetin in the days, the week leading up to the murder. What would happen if he took it with alcohol and what would happen if he took too much. Do you believe Matthew's claims that cough syrup played a role in him murdering his wife, Lauren?